Hey everyone, infinite peace, love, and compassion to all. So today we are going to talk about the 13 moon calendar and the law of time and how to utilize it to accelerate your own evolution, along with a whole bunch of other things that are useful to know about the law of time and 13 moon calendar. And if you're new and you want to find out more information on that, you can go check out www.lawoftime.org and download your own 13 moon calendar. Now, the basis for it is that it is 13 moons or months that are 28 days each. So each month is 4 equal 7-day weeks. And what makes this different than let me try to get this woodpecker. Lots of nature around here. Something else ruffling over there. Anyways, the 13 moon calendar, it has 13 tones that it's coded by, and essentially it harmonizes mind with nature and its mathematical codes. Now, the 13 moon calendar itself is the instrument of helping or catalyzing in this harmonization. The Gregorian calendar is not such an instrument. In fact, it actually creates a type of chaos of the mind. And there are a lot of philosophical reasons behind that. And this dates back thousands of years in human history. Ever since people wanted to be controlling others to pay taxes, it kind of led in this direction. Now, if we want to peel back the layers of the Gregorian calendar, you can see that it was actually designed to help people pay their taxes on time, and is the church that has kind of made this thing really the force of control on the planet. And it's pretty essential to understand this. This is a great tree. I've done meditations at this tree before. So the calendar, it's based on the roots of the time is money frequency. And while time times energy, it actually equals art. And once again, I've kind of touched on this before. When there is a force that is a motivation or philosophy in a society, such as time is money, now to one individual or one person, that might not be an issue, so to speak. But it's when you scale it up to the millions and billions of dollars, and then you have people that are trying to shortcut the well-being of others, including other beings, as well as the environment, in the name of creating money. Now, I'm not going to go into the negatives of it. I would like to focus this video mostly on the benefits of the 13 moon calendar and the law of time, as well as how to use it and why it has more meaning. And to examine that, we're going to first tune into the energies of today. So on the 13 moon calendar, our date is solar moon. Solar moon is the 9th month or 9th moon. Solar is the 9th tone. And it is Limi 20 the day. So 9/20. Not September 20th, solar moon 20. And every moon brings us a different energy, a unique energy, and not a type of individual energy, but a synergizing energy that builds on the energy of the previous moon. And it makes it a type of vehicle of evolution, if you would. And this can apply to any 13 whatever cycle. 13 days is the shortest measure. Then you have 13 moons. And then even higher, you can go into 13-year cycles, etc. So back on the day again. Solar moon Limi 20, which is the calendar date. And now, so the 13 moon calendar, think of it as this, and then the Zolkin is another type of cycle or wheel there. Although the two are intertwined and are cannot be separated from another, essentially. Now, there's a lot of people, I find that they follow the galactic signatures, but they don't really follow the 13 moon calendar. And the point is actually really needing to follow both. Maybe need might be a high, a very charged word. Although I think it is actually a necessity, especially when it comes down to time is the atmosphere of the mind. So if you're in Gregorian calendar mode and chaos is the weather, then your mind can be chaotic as well. I'm trying not to be chaotic here. So let us continue with the decoding of, so we talked about the 13 moon calendar and now the Zolkin, which is the 260-day cycle. And now that is 260 days of 20 13-day wave spells. And where the numbers come from is the law of time is based upon 13 tones and 20 archetypes. And every galactic signature, or one of the kin, is a combination of these two archetypes and tones. So today we're at kin 52, yellow cosmic human. And now each one also has a poem that goes with it. And the poem is essentially the fourth dimensional imprint or energy of that archetype. So today is the 13th tone, final day of a 13-day wave spell, and the 12th archetype, the sage, or the yellow human seal. So that poem that goes with that is as follows. I endure in order to influence, transcending wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of intelligence. And we can just meditate upon it. Feel that energy. And it's a very busy place here today. And so when we note what the energy is of the day, as well as where we are on the calendar, and of course in our own lives, because it doesn't matter what the calendar and the Zolkin is doing if it's not customized to what we need and the challenges that we are overcoming in our lives, whatever we're learning. Because, as I said, evolution can come in so many different ways, an infinite amount of ways, really. And who are you to say that something is evolution and something else is not? And when we use the 13 moon calendar in tandem with the Zolkin, it provides us with using energy efficiently to get higher, so to speak. And the example that I kind of thought of earlier is how the use of energy is so important in all aspects of life. And, when we, getting distracted by people. So when we use energy efficiently, and you can see this at the highest form of just about anything, when people get good at stuff, they use less energy to do that. And examples of this are when you see somebody new compared to somebody who is an expert at something. Now, it could be jumping, a sport, a game, whatever you want to call it. In this case, I'm going to use the example of somebody throwing a ball. Now, you can just throw a ball and use only your arms. Or you could throw your hips into it and your body and gain more power and throw it further. You take it steps further and you could do something in baseball called a crow hop, where you do a little jump, just a little jump, and then take a few steps before you throw. And you can use that stored energy of your upward velocity to translate it into momentum for the throw. And this is just one of an infinite amount of examples. But essentially, that's kind of how the 13-month calendar is, except not as instantaneous. Perhaps sometimes it is. But in general, it's a vehicle of evolution that allows us to more readily flow with the energy and give us more context to our lives. So today is the 13th day of the wave spell of the yellow sun. And once again, if you're new to the Zolkin, it goes in 13-day wave spells. That's the shortest unit. Whatever the first day is, so in this case, the yellow sun archetype, that's the energies of the 13 days. And so the yellow sun is the energies of enlightenment, life, and universal fire. So we can reflect on the last 13 days and all of the days leading up to it, having us help, and we can achieve a greater sense of, what's important in life. Perhaps. It's hard to say with direct examples because every 13-day wave spell is completely different. And each one leads into the other. So it starts with the red dragon, which is the energy of birthing. And it ends on the energy of ripening. So the whole 260-day cycle, which actually is the same amount of time that it takes for a female to bear a child. And it's just natural. It's the math of nature. The Gregorian calendar, it is not. It's irregular in many ways, different days on different things. Now, a little quick tidbit, that number is actually not only quantitative, but it's qualitative, which means that the quality of a number is actually a description or an adjective of energy, if you were to say that. And you see that in the 13 tones. One, it's unity. So that's the unifier. 2, when you have 2, it creates polarity. Yin and yang, sun and moon, etc. Hello, Mr. Red-winged blackbird. The third tone, electric. Think of a triangle. You got the positive, negative, and neutral. You can create dynamism with the electricity. Fourth tone, form. You get a square. You get stability, form. Now, I'm not going to go through all the 13 tones, although there is a wonderful practice called the yoga of number, where you can meditate upon all these. And in general, just trying to bring more awareness to what we have here, which is an opportunity to learn and evolve as we move through space and time. As I am moving through these trees where my selected body is at this moment, and enjoying the sun on this yellow Sunday. Well, yellow sun wave spell. So that's one aspect, the Zolkin, and also, as I said, the 13 moon calendar itself. It's 13 equal months, 28 days each, and they all build upon each other so that each year you can start with an intention and end with the manifestation of the intention. And, a lot of people try to do this with, you can see the same parallel idea with the New Year, the Gregorian New Year. I thought that was a path. Shows how much I know this place. It's not like I haven't been here since I was 4 years old. I actually have very fond memories of being on the other side of there, even before that bridge was there. Anyways, tangents, distractions. So the 13 moon calendar builds upon itself in this evolution. And so right now we're in the solar moon, which is the 9th moon. And every moon or month has specific energies that are galactic in nature. And even the reason why I say galactic in nature is because number is always number, and the concept is will be the same on any planet. Sure, it might not be called by the word 3. It might not be even thought of. Although you can't have 3 objects without the actual energy of 3 being there. It just kind of exists, Trying to walk somewhere where there's not people coming. Anyways, so the 9th moon, 9th tone, has the energies of realizing, intention, and pulsing. So you can always meditate upon that and what it may mean. And the 13 moon calendar actually comes with some prompts. And one of those for this moon is, how do I attain my purpose? So the goal, the theme, is that. And throughout this month, that is what I am building towards, and realizing how to do that in different ways. Maybe I'm pulsing too, although it's a little bit difficult to gauge that. Although the energy has been really, how do I attain my purpose? And once again, not once again, but just to say, the 13 moon calendar is not the only thing that I use whatsoever. The law of time in the 13 moon calendar actually teaches you that everything is from the same source. It's a trickle-down effect. As above, so below. So you actually can't be separate from it even if you tried. And therefore, I will utilize every piece of information that I have available, not limited to the law of time and the 13-month calendar. And just a few examples. And I'm going to start with this one because this is really one of the things that, just comes to mind when I think about intention and how do I attain my purpose. So, I recently watched a video, and by the way, any of these things I endorse or say, nobody gives me any money. Most of the people I probably have never talked to, etc. But I like to give out good resources and recommend people that I have personally learned from a lot. So, numerology is one of the things that is very important to know about yourself. And most recently, I was learning from this YouTube channel, this guy who goes by the name of Finesse, and I have found him over the years a great way to learn about astrology. He has it very structured in a way, he's an astrologist first, but he recently started doing these about numerology. And he just has it structured in a way that the videos are all like in order. Like you have everything in this category and all in a row. So he recently did the soul urge numbers, and I am soul urge number 9. And so what that means is that what my soul is calling is for me to help serve humanity, and serving humanity in a way that I find has integrity and is in the best interest of not only myself, but the generations of the future. And I could go in a lot of different directions with my life. It's something I've wondered what I should really do, as I do have a few different passions which I have expertise. But the law of time and this really seems to be one of the things that I naturally would like to give to the world. So that's one of the things, soul urge number, that recently I've been reflecting on, and like this moon and month has been about that for me. Not just in a ways of, how can I learn more, but how can I best learn and deliver what I've learned through experience and learning to share with other people. Because even if one other soul is helped by what I do, I consider it a success. Now, obviously, I appreciate the support. I would love people to like and share this with other people. That way I can keep growing, and I can commit even more of my time to wholeheartedly serving humanity in the way that is best for me. And so those are just a few current examples of how, I am using the 13-moon calendar and Zolkin to catapult my self-evolution, as you could say. And if there's anything else you would like to ask or reflect about, I'm trying to keep the video kind of condensed. That's all that comes to mind for now, without going on too much of a tangent. So, I thank you, everyone, and I hope you appreciate whatever learnings and teaching comes through in your lives. Wishing you a good day, and in Lakesh.